Shalom, Yeladim. Mr. Sull and Avraham here. Thought we'd find out how Avraham has been doing while he's been off and staying home, just like you. I know sometimes he doesn't always do a lot of studying, and he doesn't always do a lot of learning. So let's find out today how he's been coming along. First of all, Avraham, say shalom. Avraham says shalom. So Avraham, how have you been doing? Have you been staying home like you're supposed to, like a good monkey? You've been staying home? That's great. And what have you been doing to keep busy? Video games? Netflix? Sleeping? Have you been doing anything else? Have you been doing any studying of your Jewish learning? Have you been doing any of your Hebrew and practicing so you don't forget it? Well, I guess we're going to find out just how much. I hope you've been doing some, and you tell me you have, so let's find out. First of all, let's see. Do you know what Jewish holiday is coming up very soon? No, it's not Hanukkah. We just did Hanukkah. No, it's not Rosh Hashanah. We did that a long time ago. I'll give you a hint. It starts with a pay. It makes the P sound. No, it's not Purim. It's Pesach, Passover. You remember Passover. Do you remember anything about Passover? Oh, you do. Well, let's find out just exactly what you do remember. First of all, do you know what is a special food that we can eat any time of year, but we do eat it especially on Passover? No, not bananas. I mean, we can eat bananas anytime. You can eat them on Passover, but it's not a special Passover food. Let's try it again. No, it's not coconuts. I mean, yeah, sure, you can eat coconuts on Passover, but they're not a special Passover food. I'll give you a hint. It starts with a mem. It makes the M sound. All right, think of a food that starts with M that makes the M sound. No, it's not macaroni and cheese. Come on. It's called matzah. Now, have you heard of matzah? Do you remember it's a thin, flat bread that looks like a cracker? Because the Israelites couldn't wait for their bread to rise. Now, do you remember matzah? Okay. Let me ask you this. Do you remember who is the spokesperson that God sent down to Egypt to try and tell Pharaoh to let the Israelites go free? Do you remember his name? Okay, who was he? No, it wasn't George Washington. I mean, George Washington helped America get its freedom, but not the Israelites. I'll try again. No, it wasn't Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln helped the slaves get their freedom in America, but not the Hebrew slaves in ancient Egypt. I'll give you another hint. It starts with, again, with a mem. It makes the M sound. All right? His name was... No, not Monkey Joe. I don't even know who's Monkey Joe. His name was Moses, Moshe. Hey, Avraham. I think you've got a lot to do. You got a lot to do. You got a lot to work on. I'll ask you one more question and see if you know anything about this. You know, we talk about the plagues that happened during the time of the Exodus from Egypt. Do you remember any of the plagues? No bananas? No, that wasn't a plague. Try again. No coconuts? No, that wasn't a plague. You know what? I want you to go back and study, because we'll talk about that more next week. I really want you to study. Now, I want to find out something else. Avraham, have you been studying your Ivrit, your Hebrew? Oh, you have? Great. We've been off for several weeks. Did you study for 4 weeks? Hey, Avraham, did you study for at least 3 weeks? Hey, Avraham, did you at least study for 2 weeks? Hey, Avraham, did you only study for 1 week? Hey, 1 week. Well, I guess 1 week's better than no weeks. Okay, did you study at least 6 days in that week? Uh-oh. Did you at least study 5 days? Hey, Avraham, 4 days? Hey, how about 3 days? 3 days? Only two? Ay. Avraham, did you only study one day? Hey, that one day, did you study 2 hours? Well, I'm afraid to ask, did you only study 1 hour? All right, did you at least study a half hour? Did you study 20 minutes? Did you study 15 minutes? Did you at least study 10 minutes? Oh, Avraham, did you just study 5 minutes? Oh, and that was a big deal? 5 minutes in like a month? Really? Avraham, you've got a lot to do. And you know what? I want you to do more than just watch Netflix. And I want you to do more than just play video games. And I want you to do more than just think about coconuts and bananas, all right? Will you try and do some more work this time and study? Well, Yeladim, I guess maybe next week we'll find out if he did. I hope you're all doing well and having a great week. Avraham, say shalom.